Welcome everyone. Today we are diving into an essential strategic business tool, STEEPLE Analysis. Whether you are a business student, an entrepreneur, or just curious about how businesses make informed decisions, this framework is something you will want to know. Businesses don't operate in isolation. They are constantly influenced by external factors like government policies, social trends, technology, and even the environment. Steeple analysis helps businesses understand these external forces so they can make better decisions and stay competitive. By the end of this session, you will have a clear understanding of how steeple analysis works, why it's important, and how businesses use it in the real world. So let's get started. All right. Now that we know we are learning about steeple analysis, let's first understand what it actually is and why businesses use it. Steeple analysis is a strategic tool that helps businesses examine the external factors that can impact their success. Think of it like a business radar. It scans the outside world to help companies identify opportunities and avoid risks. Why is this important? Well, businesses don't operate in a vacuum. Everything from government policies to social trends and even climate change can affect how a company grows and competes in the market. By using steeple analysis, organizations can better understand their macro environment. That means the big picture forces influencing them. This helps businesses adapt, make informed decisions, and plan for the future. Now that we know what steeple analysis is, let's talk about why it's so important for businesses. First, steeple helps in strategic planning and decision making. Imagine you are running a company. How do you decide where to expand, what products to launch, or how to tackle competition? Steeple gives businesses a structured way to analyze external factors so they can make smart, well informed decisions instead of just guessing. Second, it identifies potential opportunities and threats. For example, if there is a new government policy offering tax benefits for eco friendly products, that's an opportunity for businesses in the green industry. On the other hand, if new technology is disrupting your market, that could be a threat that you need to prepare for. Finally, Steeple provides a broader perspective on market conditions. Instead of focusing only on internal operations, businesses can look at a bigger picture like economic trends, social changes, and legal regulations, helping them stay competitive and adaptable in a rapidly changing world. So, in short, using Steeple is like having a business GPS. It helps companies navigate risks, find opportunities, and plan for the future. Now, let's dive into the 7 key factors of Steeple. Now let's break down the steeple analysis into its 7 key components. Each of these factors represent an important external influence that can impact a business. S stands for social. This includes trends in society such as changes in customer behavior, demographics, and cultural shifts. For example, more people today prefer healthy eating and sustainability. So businesses need to adapt to these preferences. T. Technological. Think about how fast technology is evolving. New inventions, automation, and digital transformation can completely change the way businesses operate. Companies that fail to keep up with technology risk falling behind their competitors. E stands for economic. This refers to factors like inflation, unemployment rates, interest rates, and economic growth. If an economy is booming, businesses might expand, but if there's a recession, companies may struggle to survive. E for environment. Sustainability is a big concern today. Businesses need to consider climate change, pollution laws, and eco-friendly practices. Companies that adopt green strategies often gain customer trust and long-term benefits. P for political. Government policies, trade regulations, and political stability directly impact businesses. A sudden change in taxation or new trade restrictions can affect how a business operates. L for legal. Every business must follow laws and regulations like employment laws, consumer protection rules, and health and safety regulations. Breaking these laws can lead to huge fines or legal actions. E for ethical. Ethics is all about doing business the right way, treating employees fairly, being transparent, and avoiding unethical practices like false advertising or unfair wages. A strong ethical reputation helps businesses build trust and loyalty. So, in short, these 7 factors help businesses analyze their external environment and make smarter, more strategic decisions. Now let's take a closer look at the first component of the steeple, social factors. These factors focus on how people and society influence businesses. First, demographics, culture, and societal trends. This includes things like age groups, lifestyles, values, and cultural norms. For example, a country with an aging population may see higher demand for healthcare services, while a younger population may boost demand for technology and entertainment. Changing consumer behaviors. People's habits and preferences evolve over time. Today, customers prefer online shopping over traditional stores, and they care more about sustainability and ethical sourcing. Businesses must adapt to these shifts to stay relevant. For example, increasing health awareness leading to demand for organic food. A great real world example is the growing trend toward healthy eating. More people are becoming conscious of what they eat, leading to a higher demand for organic, plant based, and non GMO products. As a result, supermarkets and restaurants now offer more organic options to cater to this trend. Understanding social factors helps businesses align their products and marketing strategies with what people want. If a business ignores these trends, it might lose customers to competitors who better understand and meet consumer needs. Now, let's talk about one of the most exciting and fast changing components of Steeple, that is technological factors. Technology plays a huge role in shaping businesses and industry. Companies that keep up with technology can gain a competitive edge, while those that ignore it risk falling behind. Impact of innovation and automation. Innovation refers to new ideas, tools, and inventions that make business processes faster and more efficient. Automation, on the other hand, replaces manual work with technology. For example, in manufacturing, robots and AI-driven machines now handle repetitive tasks, increasing productivity and reducing human errors. Next, digital transformation and industry disruptions. Many businesses are shifting towards digital platforms. Think about how e-commerce has changed the retail industry, or how streaming services have disrupted traditional televisions. Digital transformation allows companies to operate more efficiently and reach customers in new ways. For example, growth of AI in customer services. A great example of technological impact is the use of artificial intelligence, AI, in customer service. Have you ever chatted with a bot when visiting a website? AI powered chatbots are now handling customer queries 24 by 7, providing quick responses and improving customer experiences. Businesses use AI to analyze data, predict trends, and personalize customer interactions. Technology is constantly evolving, and businesses must embrace innovation to stay relevant. In Now, let's dive into another crucial component of STEEPLE, economic factors. These are the financial conditions that directly impact businesses and consumer behavior: inflation, interest rates, and economic growth. These are key indicators of a country's economic health. Inflation refers to the rising cost of goods and services. When inflation is high, people may cut back on spending, which can slow down business sales. Interest rates determines the cost of the borrowing money. If interest rates are high, businesses and individuals may hesitate to take further loans, reducing investments and purchases. Economic growth is when the country's economy expands, creating jobs and increasing income levels. When the economy grows, businesses thrive because people have more money to spend. Consumer purchasing power. This refers to how much people can afford to buy based on their income and the cost of living. If wages don't increase but prices do, consumers spend less, affecting businesses negatively. On the other hand, if incomes rise and goods remain affordable, people buy more, boosting business revenue. For example, recession affecting luxury goods sales. A great example of economic impact is during a recession, a period of economic slowdown. When people have less money to spend, they focus on essential goods like food and healthcare rather than luxury items like designer bags or expensive cars. Luxury brands often experience lower sales during these times. Understanding economic factors helps businesses plan wisely and adjust strategies based on market conditions. Now let's explore an increasingly important component of STEEPLE: environmental factors. Businesses today cannot afford to ignore the impact of the environment in their operations. Sustainability and climate change impact. Climate change is affecting industries worldwide. Rising temperatures, natural disasters, and unpredictable weather infrastructure patterns can disrupt supply chains, can damage infrastructure, and increase costs. Companies must think about how their operations affect the planet and find ways to be more sustainable. Eco-friendly business practices. Consumers today prefer brands that are environmentally responsible. This means businesses need to focus on reducing waste, using renewable resources, and minimizing pollution. Companies that adopt green practices can improve their reputation and attract eco-conscious customers. For example, companies adopting green energy solutions. Many businesses are switching to renewable energy sources like solar and wind power to reduce their carbon footprint. For instance, tech companies like Google and Apple are investing in 100% renewable energy to power their data centers. This not only helps the environment but also cuts long-term energy costs. By understanding environmental factors, businesses can stay ahead of regulations, meet customer expectations, and contribute to a sustainable future. Now let's discuss political factors, which play a huge role in shaping business operations and decision making. Government policies and regulations. Every country has its own set of rules that businesses must follow. These include tax policies, labor laws, environmental regulations, and trade restrictions. For example, a government might impose higher taxes on certain industries like tobacco or sugar sweetened drinks to reduce consumption, impacting businesses in those sectors. Political stability and trade agreements. Political stability is crucial for business growth. A country with frequent government changes, protests, or conflicts creates an uncertain business environment. On the other hand, stable governments attract investments because businesses feel secure. Trade agreements between countries also matter. A free trade agreement, for instance, allows businesses to export goods with fewer restrictions. making international trade easier. For example, tariffs affecting import or export businesses. Tariffs are taxes on imported or exported goods, and they can significantly increase costs for businesses. For instance, if a country imposes high tariffs on imported steel, local car manufacturers might have to pay more for materials, making their products more expensive for consumers. This can lead to a shift in global trade and supply chain strategies. Understanding political factors helps businesses prepare for regulatory changes, navigate international markets, and minimize risks associated with government actions. Now let's talk about legal factors. One of the most critical aspects businesses must consider to operate smoothly and avoid penalties. Laws affecting business operations. Every business operates within a legal framework that dictates cover areas like labor rights, consumer protection, taxation, and trade regulations. Companies must stay updated on these legal changes to avoid risks and ensure they are operating within the law. Compliance requirements. Compliance means following legal rules and industry standards. Businesses must ensure they are meeting all legal obligations such as paying taxes correctly, maintaining fair hiring practices, and following safety regulations. Failing to comply can lead to hefty fines, lawsuits, or even business shutdowns. Example, data protection laws impacting digital businesses. In today's digital world, data privacy is a major concern. Laws like the General Data Protection Regulation in Europe or the California Consumer Privacy Act in the US require businesses to protect consumer data and be transparent about how they collect and use it. Companies that do not comply can face huge penalties. For example, tech giants like Google and Facebook have been fined millions for not adhering to these rules. Understanding legal factors helps businesses avoid legal trouble, build trust with customers, and operate ethically in different markets. Now let's talk about ethical factors, which are becoming increasingly important in the business world today. Ethics in business refers to doing what is right, fair, and responsible, not just for profit but also for people and the planet. Corporate social responsibilities, CSR. Companies today are expected to give back to society and operate in a way that benefits their employees, customers, and the environment. This could include actions like reducing carbon footprints, supporting community projects, or ensuring fair wages for workers. Businesses that engage in CSR often build a positive brand image and attract loyal customers. Fair trades and ethical labor practices. Consumers and investors are demanding greater transparency from businesses regarding how products are made. This includes fair wages, safe working conditions, and ethical sourcing of raw materials. Companies that fail to follow ethical labor practices may face boycotts, legal consequences, or reputational damage. For example, consumer preference for ethically sourced products. Many consumers today prefer products that are ethically made. For example, brands like Patagonia and The Body Shop emphasize sustainability and ethical sourcing, which helps them stand out in the market. Even big coffee chains are promoting fair trade coffee, ensuring that farmers receive fair compensation for their work. By focusing on ethical factors, businesses can build trust, strengthen their reputation, and attract a socially conscious customer base. Now that we understand all the components of STEEPLE analysis, let's explore how businesses actually use this tool in their strategic decision making. STEEPLE is not just a theoretical concept, it is a powerful tool that helps companies analyze external factors and adapt to changing market conditions. How businesses use it in strategy formulation. Companies use STEEPLE to identify risks, opportunities, and trends that might impact their business. For example, before launching a new product, businesses assess factors like consumer behavior, economic conditions, and technological advancements to ensure success. Second, continuous monitoring for market adaptability. The external environment is constantly evolving, so businesses must regularly update their STEEPLE analysis. A strategy that worked last year might not work today. For example, in the retail industry, may need to adapt to e-commerce trends, new tax regulations, or shifts in consumer preferences. For example, a company expanding internationally assessing local STEEPLE factors. Imagine a company planning to expand into a new country. It must consider social factors. Do local consumers have a demand for its products? Technological factors. Is the country digitally advanced? Economic factors. How strong is the economy? Will people be able to afford its products? Political and legal factors. Are there trade restrictions or specific laws to follow? Environmental and ethical factors. Are there sustainability expectations in the new market? Conclusion. By using STEEPLE analysis, businesses can reduce risks, seize new opportunities, and stay ahead of competitors in a dynamic market. This approach allows them to be more flexible, make informed decisions, and ultimately achieve long-term success. Let's wrap up everything we have learned about STEEPLE analysis and understand why it is such an important tool for businesses. STEEPLE helps businesses navigate external influences. The world around us is constantly changing, and businesses must keep up with social trends, technological advancements, economic shifts, political policies, and more. STEEPLE provides a structured way to analyze these factors and prepare for their impact, essential for sustainable growth and risk management. A company that fails to adapt to external changes will struggle to survive in the long run. By using STEEPLE, businesses can spot risks early, prepare for challenges, and ensure they grow sustainably over time. Encourages informed decision making. Whether a business is launching a new product, expanding to a new market, or adjusting its strategy, STEEPLE helps in making smart, well-informed decisions. Instead of relying on guesswork, companies use data-driven insights to stay competitive and relevant. Final thoughts. STEEPLE is more than just an academic concept. It's a real-world tool that businesses use daily. Whether you are an entrepreneur, a business student, or someone interested in strategy, understanding STEEPLE can help you analyze markets and make better business decisions. I hope this session has given you a clear understanding of STEEPLE analysis. Now think about how you can apply this in real life business situations. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. For this presentation, I referred to reliable sources including the Business Management Subject Guide issued by IB and Paul Hong's 5th edition Business Management textbooks. These are excellent and adequate resources for deeper insights into business strategies. That brings us to the end of our session on STEEPLE analysis. I hope you found this video helpful and now have a clearer understanding of how businesses use this tool to navigate external challenges and opportunities. If you enjoyed this lesson and want to keep learning more about business strategies, don't forget to like this video. It really helps us reach more learners like you. Share it with your friends. Knowledge is best when shared, and this could help someone else understand business better. Subscribe to the channel. Stay updated with more business insights, case studies, and strategic tools. And before you go, I'd love to hear from you. Comment below and tell me, how do you think STEEPLE analysis can help a business succeed? Maybe you have seen a companies apply it, or you have an idea of how it could be useful. Let's start a discussion. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.